Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. So, when last season took place in the WNBA for the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark, they didn't know how magnetic it was going to be. They didn't know how viewership was going to be. They didn't know how attendance was going to be. But then, as the Indiana Fever continued to gain attraction, gain pace, everybody's coming to the home games, going to the away games, and started selling out arenas just to see Caitlin Clark. That left the differ going into this year, 2025. We've seen that 6 teams moved their arenas. The first was the Washington Mystics, who Sheila Johnson, when Caitlin won the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year award cover, she was like, "Oh, well, we should promote everybody." But then again, you want to move your arena because quote unquote scheduling conflict took place. But you wanted to capitalize on Caitlin Clark's popularity. But then when she got recognized for something on a cover of a magazine, you wanted everybody to be highlighted. See how the two don't mix, they don't work together. Okay, so but the Indiana Fever, whoever their admin is now for their website, has been really doing a phenomenal job in promoting this team in every which way is fashionable. And take a look. So we have the Indiana Fever says every game is a home game. We cannot wait to see you. And then it said upgraded venues. And if you look at it, it's right to the bottom. It tells you clearly the 6 teams that's there. And if you look at it closely, you see the Washington Mystics capacity at this, because they had it at the Capital, I believe the Capital One Arena last year, but they can't get it this year, so they move it to the CFG Bank Arena that holds a capacity of 14,000. Now, mind you, that the Indiana Fever is going to overdo that. That's going to be a record breaking because 14,000, you imagine all the Fever fans that comes there, people traveling around the world just to come to see the Indiana Fever. And this is right in the heart of Washington, D.C. Come on, that's not even enough. Then you got the State Farm Arena with Renee Montgomery, who's part owner, who said that Caitlin Clark and the Fever fans, they not like us. But then again, you're not like us either because you want us. You want us there because you want the money, you want the popularity, you want to be showcased because any other team that comes to your arena or comes to your city, you don't do these kind of numbers. So Renee Montgomery, I'm asking you, you're not like us. You're not like us. So then you got the Chicago Sky, who has the largest NBA arena, and that is the United Center that packs over 20,917. So with that being said, you think about it. Last year, what they played, what, 3, 4 times last year, and the Fever beat them 3-1, and they didn't even bother to move neither of the games. And as quote unquote, as big a star that injury supposed to be, well, you would think they will move that to Capital One last year, but they didn't. But guess what? They're doing it this year. They're doing it twice. They're doing it on 6/7 and 7/27. They're moving it twice because the Indiana Fever has 3 of the 5 games at their home at Gamebridge. The Sky doesn't only have 2. So you'll think that's probably going to be a sellout crowd again. Probably going to be 21 max, 22, close to 22. So, and then you have American Airlines Center with the Dallas Wings. Now, we already know the storyline behind that because the fact of the matter is, Paige Beckers will be getting drafted by the Dallas Wings, and the Dallas Wings are prepared to have a great season. Well, a decent season. I won't say great season, but a decent season. And they already made some moves. They got Enrique Omuwale there. They've got DJ Carrington, got Melissa Thomas there, Melissa Smith there. So, but they lost Satu Sabli and they lost Natasha Howard, who signed with the NF Fever. But their capacity is 20,000. That could be a record too. It'd probably be 21 in that sense. Because you think about this. It's going to be loud. As the title said, every game is a home game to them. So when you playing, the Fever gonna feel at home. They're not gonna feel like a away person. Now the team that's playing them at home gonna feel like they are away because the crowd is gonna be packed. Indiana Fever fans is gonna pack every stadium this year. Make no doubt about it. They're going to pack every arena, and it's going to be loud. It's probably going to be louder than last year. And then you got the TD Garden, which sits under 19. And that's where nobody there because there's no Alyssa Thomas, no Brown Jones, no DJ Carrington, no DeWanna Bonner, who is with the Fever. And the only person they got standing there is Marina Mabry and Tina Charles, and then some others. So that that in itself is going to be definitely a home game because nobody's there going to be there to see no Marina Mabry, not to say the least. Nobody's going to be there to see her. And then you had T-Mobile Arena with the Las Vegas Aces, and that's 18,000. We already know the headliner behind that because, Asia Crimea River Wilson, she's there. She got her little shoe deal now, but, you know, Caitlin's about to drop in June. Now her signature shoe, but the prototype for Kobe's, that's in Indiana Fever color, which I will be getting. And trust me, if you have not get your tickets for these arenas yet or for these games, I I suggest you do because I'm going to as much games as I can travel, as I can afford, as I time I could get off work. I already have May 22nd. We have May 22nd off when they play the um the Atlanta Dream. That's a home game, so I'm only 2 hours from Atlanta, so I definitely gonna be there. And like I said before, I will be at All Star Weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm gonna try to make a game at Gainsborough's because these tickets is gonna sell out, guys. If you ain't planning on going to at least 2 or 3 of these games this year, at least 4 games, top 5. If you ain't not going to at least 5 games within 5 games this year, you're gonna miss out on something special. Now I know a lot of people can't afford to go and they gonna watch it on TV and they're gonna watch it on League Pass or whatever the case may be, and that's great. But make no mistake about it, the Indiana Fever, like the promo said, the Fever War Tour. I'm changing the title to that. It's the scheduling conflict tour. Yep, it's the scheduling conflict tour because guess what? Everybody had to change their schedule just for the Fever, and they wants to capitalize on the Fever. And if you looked at my last video, I just dropped earlier today with Cindy Colston talking to Eddie White, and they was talking about how Indiana Fever is the most talked about, most popular team in the league, rather because you got the other teams, but they are the most talked about, the most popular team right now, and it's rightfully so. So, like I say, oh, and just another side note, real quick, because I want to pull this up real quick for y'all. I want to look at what y'all focus on the starting lineup real quick. This is around the second time that they have did this promo with Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Lex, Kelsey Mitchell, and DeWanda Bonner. And that's the starting five. That's the projected starting five. I don't see that changing at all. I don't see that starting five changing. That starting five is going to be there. Now, I'm sure sometimes throughout the season, we're not going to see a Chrissy side situation, rotating the lineups, changing the lineups all the time. Now, just in case, depends on matchups, teams that we face. It could be a change. I don't think it's going to be a drastic change like it was last year. Like we had like so many different combinations of lineups. We had Christy Wallace in the starting lineup, Lexi Hall in the starting lineup, uh, Alyssa Smith and Katie Lou Samuelson, and then we had Timmy Fan Bailey in the lineup. So I don't think it's going to be that two changes of lineup. I think this is the projected lineup they're going to run with. And then if they see something different, depends on certain matchup, they might make an adjustment along the way. But I think this lineup here is going to work. And I can't wait to see what it looks like in preseason at all. But again, get your tickets, guys. If all of these dates right here, this just six, dates for these teams. But there's other teams, Seattle. You got the Valkyries with Kate Martin over there. So it's going to be something special. And I think that, the Dallas Wings, they're pretty much going to try to, hype it up because of Paige. If they, and I think they will have some fans there, but like I said before, it's going to be more Fever fans. It's going to be more, what I'm saying? So I don't know. You let me know what you think. But if you don't get your ticket, you're just going to miss out. You're going to miss out big time. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to miss out. So until the next episode, this is Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.